if you read my posts, you know I post a lot about leadership and motivation and things like that. But you'll also see there's a big undercurrent of conservation and not polluting and taking responsibility for the consequences of my actions on others. I want to connect those two in a way, and it's not going to be that glamorous, but I think it's important. If you run a company, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a CEO, you almost have to take for granted that it's much more, you want to run it lean. You don't want to have a lot of waste in your company. It's not efficient to have waste. I believe that if you produce a lot of waste in your personal life, it's going to be difficult not to produce a lot of waste in your business. So today, like I said, I'm going to do something, it's not particularly glamorous, but I think it's very important. Okay, we have here a canvas bag, and this is the bag that I collect my garbage in. Like I said, not glamorous. Here's the deal. Why am I collecting it in a canvas bag instead of a plastic bag? The main reason is that I compost. So almost all of my wet garbage, apple cores, banana peels, things like that, goes into the compost. I take that to the park where they collect that stuff and eventually makes it back into the ground, gets back into plants. So this is not wet stuff. This is like, I don't know, I got some oranges in a citrus bag. I don't know if you can see that citrus. And then here's like a piece of plastic that says grapes. So this is the kind of wrappers and stuff that's hard to avoid getting. I wasn't able to avoid getting. Generally, I do avoid getting that stuff. And I would say it took me several months to get to this level of full, and it's not really that full. Why am I talking about this now? Because I want to hold myself accountable that today, after I stop this video, I'm going to put this into the trash chute, and I'm going to have an empty bag. I'm going to go on again when this bag is full. I predict that would be roughly 6 months from now. I'm not sure, but I'm going on record so you can tell. So this amount of garbage in roughly 6 months. If you look online, there's a talk given by an NYU now graduate who, I think she collected all of her garbage for 3 years in one jar, which was about this size. So now you'll say this is much larger than a jar, and it's much bigger. It's much bigger than a jar, and 6 months is a lot shorter than 3 years. So yeah, I'm not trying to compete with someone else, but I am trying to take responsibility for what I do. And the big thing here is that I'm not going out of my way here. I'm not doing anything special. I'm avoiding getting trash. I'm avoiding buying stuff that generates trash. But I'm not really trying really hard. And I just want to show it's not hard to produce much, much less waste than I think the average American does. My life hasn't suffered from this. In fact, I'm eating better than ever by getting fresh vegetables that don't come from any packaging, and fresh legumes or dried legumes that don't come from any packaging. And we saw some fruit stuff, but minimal stuff from that. It's improved my life to produce less waste. Just like it improves companies to waste less, to lower your costs. Anyway, so that's connecting personal waste with professional waste, and I think it improves your life just like it improves your business. All right, so check again. You can hold me accountable for when I refill this bag. I'll talk to you again some other time.